Okay, there's the fella himself, Mr. Sakichi ToyoDa with a D. And he's the one that founded the ToyoTa with a T group. And he established the ToyoDa with a D. Shido Shokufu Kojo, the ToyoDa with a D, automatic weaving mill here in Sako, Nagoya City. For the research and development of automatic looms. This is one of his inventions. The non-stop shuttle change ToyoDa with a D automatic loom Type G. 1924 he did that. And at the time it was regarded as the highest performance automatic loom in the world at the time. And that's what started the whole thing off, actually, the whole ToyoTa with a T group off. It was his son, this fella here, Kijiro, that launched the automobile business in 1935 and founded ToyoTa Motor Company in 1937 in Kuromo, present ToyoTa with a T City, which is a few miles east of here, and that's also open to the public. I guess they've got a factory there, not sure, but they go into a bit more detail about Toyota cars and all that sort of thing. Whereas this museum here, half of it's dedicated to cars, and the other half to this sort of thing, the textile industry and the looms, and that's what started the whole thing off. The thing being what we now know today as ToyoTa with a T. And where are we? Well, we're in Nagoya. We're about a mile from the train station. And if you come here, you have this that 6-minute video that gives you the highlights of this building, which is actually called the ToyoTA Commemorative Museum of Industry and Technology. Very interesting, actually, very inspiring, I have to admit. I mean, this fella had this idea all those years ago, and look what it is now. Quite astonishing, really. Anyway, and it's not expensive. It's 400 yen, and so 3.5, almost 3 quid. Less than that. Anyway, something like that. But it's not much anyway. But it's interesting. I suppose if you're really into this, you could actually spend a lot of time here, like all day. I think if you've got an average interest, a couple of hours is probably a good idea, actually. In fact, I'm still waiting for Feast. I'm not sure where she is. So no doubt I'll find out. She has to come here. There's all our luggage. At the train station, there are a lot of lockers, but we couldn't find any empty ones. So I had to bring everything with us. Of course, I'm dragging most of it. But over there are lockers, right? So you have to use 2 of them. It's 100 yen each, but you get that back when you pick up your stuff. So that's over there. That saved carting all that stuff around. Say we are on a bus pass, actually. They have something called, it's like a sightseeing bus which goes past places of interest like this one. The next stop is Nagoya Castle, and that runs, the whole pass runs until about 6 p.m. And the advantage of taking that is that it actually goes door to door, if you like. Like if you walk or if you take the metro, you've still got to figure out the way exactly to here. Whereas if you take the sightseeing bus, it actually goes door to door. So you don't have to worry about actually getting exactly to the place. And it was something like 620 yen, which is, I think the average metro ride or bus ride is 220, something like that. So if you just do 3 of them, then you might as well get the pass anyway. Plus you get discounts. I think this place was something like 400 to get in, but with the pass, it may have been 10 or 20% cheaper. But certainly if you're here for the day, and it seems to be a good idea, actually, I must admit. Anyway, but the bus is only around about every 30 minutes. The next one's due in 12 minutes. So I hope Feast turns up by then. Anyway, and the bus stop is right out there. So the next stop is Nagoya Castle. And I may have mentioned this, but those buses do stop running at 6. But then we can use the pass on the metro and the other buses, which is fine. So this this museum, if that's the right word, I found very interesting, actually, very inspiring, very inspiring. You know, just to have that idea, you know, like 1911, this fella had this idea about something, right? And of course, at the time he was into this sort of thing, the textile and the looms and all of that. And it was his son that started the car side of things. But you know, there's motivation, there's inspiration, all of that comes into it. And I just found it really interesting, actually. Anyway, so yeah, that's the ticket office there, and that there where that lady is, that's where you actually show the tickets. So this bit here, you can actually do this bit for free anyway. There's a cafe over there. There's something through there, actually. I see photos on the wall. But anyway, so yeah, how about that? All good value. Anyway, so I'm just waiting for Feast to turn up, and then onwards.